Like, how can men go talk to women and then even though there are women?
Okay, so let me ask you, Raj. What's wrong when nothing seems to work? Right? So for one person, I have a problem. I do something, problem solved. Another person, I try this. Even though the solution should work, it doesn't. I try this. The solution should work, it doesn't. Try this. Solution should work, it doesn't. What's the problem?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing's the problem? Well, clearly something's the problem, right?
But they can try another way. Like, I mean...
So you've tried 3 things.
Yeah, but it's still not working.
It's still not working.
So they are the problem.
Yes. So here's the first thing. See, when I ask for a solution, what people give me is something that exists outside of this. They say, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this. What's the common element? It's you. Now, the problem is that when you say that, people think, oh my God, I'm screwed. I'm the problem. As if that's not fixable. Like, hold on a second. Which problem do you have the most control over? It's actually this one. I can't control you at all.
Yeah.
I mean, this causes people so much suffering, dukh. Trying to get my narcissistic parent to understand me. Not going to happen. Trying to get my boss to give me credit and stop taking my credit. Maybe there's some stuff you can do. But this is where, like, it's so interesting because when we say, like, if you're the problem, we make it sound like that's the end. No, that's not the end. That's actually the easiest problem to solve. We just don't know how to solve it. So I see this a lot where people look at solutions as actions outside of them. But the whole reason, you know, it's interesting. I was looking at, our content director sent me some interesting tweets where someone was like, it's so hard to meet people. And then someone else was like, it's really easy. I just went out there and I met people and I did it. And then there was a huge Twitter war of some people being like, some women and men being like, yeah, you should just put yourself out there. It'll be fine. Other people being like, I put myself out there. That doesn't work. And so if the action is the same, right? But it works for some people and doesn't work for other people, the difference is in the person. So I think this is where like, you know, the solution is not just go to sport. And I've seen that plenty of times too, where people are like, I tried following all the advice, none of it works. You need to do an internal action, right? What about sport works for some people and doesn't work for you? Why isn't this working for you? What is your internal feeling when you start playing sports? Like, how do you feel? Right? For some people, it is a circumstantial problem, but their personality is already the right way. And other people, like, you have to fix the personality, which also can be done. Like, literally, we have, you know, treatments for narcissistic personality disorder. So we can modify personality. Second thing is, you know, I think friend zone is like a really, really great staging ground for success. So everyone gets frustrated by friend zone, but they're not looking at it the right way. There's a different way to look at it. One of the safest signals for another woman is to have female friends. One of the best ways to meet women is to have female friends. Hey, is there anyone you can set me up with? Right? And if you've got 10 female friends, you can be like, hey, it's time to do Project Alok. Project Alok is find me a girlfriend by the end of 2026. You guys tell me what to do. Like, let's do it. Please, can I have your help? And this is where we get to another part of the fix.
A lot of people think that saying this is low value and they'll be looked down upon.
By who?
By the female friends, by the people. A lot of people don't reach out. I've seen this.
Yeah. I mean, so let's understand
There's some sort of shame if they say this because then they look like losers.
Okay. If someone's afraid that I'm going to be looked down upon, first thing you have to understand is that the person you're going to be looked down upon by is you. You look down upon it. I don't want to be the fucking loser who has to get my friends to find me a girlfriend. I want to be a man who walks into a room and girlfriends find me. Other people can, I mean, Raj, do people look down on you? Sure they do.
I don't think so.
They must.
Yeah.
Maybe you're really special. I don't know.
No, of course they do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't let that get to my head.
Exactly. So there's a difference. So people say, the problem isn't that people will look down on you. First of all, the most important person is yourself. And if you look down on it, that's what you need to fix. Why are you trying to go and control the opinions of others? Oh my God. That's a terrible idea. Why don't you change your own self-opinion? And then something cool will happen. All kinds of people will, I'm sure, look down on me, and I'm sure look down on you. People will look down on me. The way to solve that isn't to change so that people stop looking down on you. It is to change so that you don't care if some people look down on you. Let them. Why are you going to let it ruin your life?
Yeah.
If someone wants to think less of you, like, does this water taste any different? No. Do I go to sleep any different? Like, not really, unless I torture myself around it. When I eat a piece of cake, does it taste different? No. The majority of my life is exactly the same. The only thing that changes is my thoughts. And there may be a certain practical thing, like if I want that person to date me, then arguably that's important.
Yeah.
But that too doesn't work, because if I want this person to date me and I don't want them to look down on me, you can go chasing that for, they've tried, right? And it doesn't work. So it's time to change your thinking and realize that if you're afraid that other people are looking down on you, that only happens if you have a lack of self-worth.
True.
The value that you place in other people's opinions is inversely correlated with your own self-worth, which means you lower your self-worth, the more important the opinions of others. The higher your self-worth, right? Worth comes from yourself or other people, one of the two. That's not really true, but anyway, for this purpose, it's fine. So I think that's why. So I think there's an issue within that person that needs to be resolved. And the reason I come to that answer is because those are the people that I work with, right? Because the people who can start sport and then do fine, they don't come to me. It's all the people who the solutions don't work for that we have to work with.
Yeah.
And I really think this friend zone thing is like, if you get friend zone, like work with those people, but that feels shaming.
Yeah.
Right? That's not, I want to be an alpha. And it's like, then you got to really ask yourself what's more important. Do you want to be an alpha, or do you want to have a healthy and successful relationship?